and welcome to the Direct Selling Success Podcast. I'm Anna Green, and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, and training on network marketing done right. Thank you for listening.
I hope you're well today. So today I wanted to talk to you about doing the safe things. How many of you there, watching or listening to me right now, are sticking to doing the safe things, the things that you know, the things that feel comfortable? So I was reading a post this morning on my Facebook that somebody had, well, it was a post, it was a comment. Somebody was to put a comment on one of my posts. So inside my membership Facebook group, we are doing a 5-a-day challenge. 5 simple actions to build a business throughout August in a nice quiet summer month when lots of people tend to down tools a little bit more to try and keep people active and doing the things. And one of the people in the membership commented, they said, do you know what? I've realised that I am just doing the things that I like, the things that feel safe. And it made me think, actually, I need to cover this because it's so important for you to understand this. If within your network marketing business, you are just sticking to doing the safe things, so safe things like, I'm just going to post on social media like the generic, easy, nice stuff. I'm not going to put any opinions out. I'm not going to put anything controversial, and I might just make it all about my tea or going on a walk or nice fluffy things. If that's all you're doing, you're missing out on a trick. If you are just creating the pretty Canva images in the background, or just speaking to the people that you know, or just staying in the same groups because that's where it's all nice and safe, you're missing a trick. Because what we do is we do those things because they're comfortable. We know that they kind of work. They might not get us very far a lot of the time, but we feel like we're being productive. We feel like we are making progress. We feel like we're doing the things every day. But more often than not, the results aren't coming in at the other end. So if you're running a business right now and you are just doing the safe things, it's probably more of a hobby. It's probably not getting you the results you want, the earnings you want, the team that you want. It's probably just keeping you in that nice, safe space. You might be growing a little bit. Trust me, I know these things because I've been there too. I remember, let me think, gosh, when I start thinking like this, like how far back was it? And then I go, oh gosh, that's a long time ago. So we're talking probably mid-2000s. So pause for breath. 20 odd years ago. That makes me feel a little bit funny. So mid-2000s, I'd just started out in network marketing. I'd bought a business in a box and I just did the nice things. And it was building, don't get me wrong. I did the nice things. I went to do the stalls with my stock. I spoke to the people that I knew. So I had little ones at the time. So I was going to the TOTS groups and, would you like to buy these things? I took a little basket and asked people if they wanted to have parties, but I already knew these people. They already knew me. When social media came along a couple of years later, and I know it was a couple of years later because yesterday on my Facebook I got you've known your husband for 19 years, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, it's our 27th wedding anniversary next week. This Friday, in fact. Anyway, by the by, so I was stuck in this like little cycle. So when social media came along, I did what was comfortable. I would maybe post that I was at this particular event and hello, this is where I am today. And then I'd maybe put an advert up saying, this is on offer, because that's what we were taught to do back then. And I'd do all the nice, safe things. I'd go to the nice, safe meetings that were just, 50 minutes drive from my house, and we'd sit in a living room and we'd have a cup of tea and we'd chat about the things we were doing, and anything that was mentioned by my upline leader that I thought was maybe a bit scary and not very safe, I don't need to do that. Or I'll think about that's a really good idea, but I'll park it for now. Or I'll think that's a really good idea, I'm going to go away and do that. And then conveniently forget about that piece of training. Has anybody done that? Where you do that thing, where you've got this great idea, I'm going to do that. And then the minute you walk out of the room or end the training or get home from the event or the whatever it is, the big conference, and you just keep doing the same things. the safe things, the things that you've always done. That was me, and I did it for years. And I grew. Don't get me wrong, I did grow. I built my confidence. I eventually did things that were a little bit more, not quite safe, because I kind of had to, because my team were watching me and we were talking about these trainings and I had to train them and tell them to go and do the scary things. Yeah, I wasn't doing the scary things. And it was that moment that it hit me. I'm staying safe. So I know where you are. I get that we do this. And as humans, we all do it. Well, 98% of the population, roughly, all do this. The 2% that don't are often incredibly successful, but at the same time, probably despots. There's something wrong with their psyche somewhere. They don't often have a lot of empathy. You probably can think of some that are ruling countries right now. Yeah, they don't do the safe things. They do what is needed to be done to get their results that they want. But also people, massively successful entrepreneurs in business as well. Exactly the same. They probably take more calculated risks, and a lot of them probably have a lot of empathy, but they do not stick to just doing the safe things. So, what are you avoiding? What difficult stuff are you not doing that is probably going to be that next thing that gets you to where you need to be, or at least builds your confidence to get you along that way? Is it that you're not doing the outreach? You're not speaking to people who've expressed an interest, or you're not offering it to people that you think might be? Is it that you are doing your Pampers or your events and you're just selling the products, but you're not talking about anything else? You're not talking about the possibility of one-to-ones or party Pampers or join-in, all those things, depending on what your model is. Are you just not talking about that? Are you not sharing that passion because, maybe they won't want to hear it? Or, I can't show myself on social media. My friends and family might think that I'm weird, or they don't want to see this stuff. Or is it that you don't want to go to the next event because you're afraid that something might happen, something might be said? I don't know. Everybody's so different. I used to get scared about going to events because I thought I'd embarrass myself. I was that socially anxious that to go to a big event somewhere, it would stop me in my tracks. So I get it. I do get it. But why do we do it? Why do we stop ourselves? Why do we not do that thing? Like, if you've got a list of 100 people, and I know some of you will have been taught this terrible 100 list thing, have your 100 list of people and just work your way through them. I get why we have a 100 list, but I get also why people don't work their way through that list or do it in the right way. We'll self-sabotage that list, and we'll message somebody on that list and just go, hey, do you want to join? And they'll go, no, and that'll be the end of it. And you'll go, I've done my 100 list, I haven't got anyone else to speak to. You've self-sabotaged. That's not how you do a 100 list. Even if that's what you've been told. That's not how this works. But we self-sabotage the list because we just want to get through it as quickly as possible, or we'll not warm them up enough, or we'll think we're doing the right thing by saying something and it doesn't sound like us. Self-sabotage. We know we shouldn't be doing that sort of thing. It doesn't work. Anyway, I've sidetracked. But why do we do it? Why do we do these things? Why do we stop ourselves? Well, basically, it's because keeping safe, doing the safe things is safe. We as a human being, we have this inbuilt thing in our brains that basically says, if it's not safe, it might kill us. It comes back from prehistoric times. Every animal has it. It's a safety mechanism. If something might harm us, if something might make us feel a certain way, hurt, unincluded, above everybody else, fearful, somebody might not like us, so we don't fit in anymore, because we are a community-based species. All these things stop us from doing the unsafe things. So we have to tell our brain, or train our brain, that these things are safe to do. It is safe for me to go live on here and do a podcast in front of of people. It's safe for me to show up online. It's safe for me to come on a camera without my makeup on. It is safe for me to reach out to somebody and say, hey, I know you're in business. How are you getting on with your sales? Do you need any help? It's safe for me to go out and speak on a stage. And there's the yeah, but in the background. You'll hear it in your own heads. Yeah, but, oh no, I couldn't do that. Or, yeah, but I'm not quite ready. Or, oh, I wouldn't know where to do that. Oh, I haven't got time. And all the excuses under the sun come up. And that's the brain keeping you safe. And I am not saying that you should go out and do the most scary thing that you could possibly think of, because I know for a fact you just won't do it. If you are built to be particularly nervous about doing the unsafe things and you're not a despot, or really, really massively like, I don't care what people think of me, I'm just going to go and do the things anyway. I don't have a safety filter in my brain, so I can just go and do the things. This doesn't apply to you. This applies to the other 98% in the world. We need to start thinking, what can I do that is just outside of that safe? So those of you that have heard my training before, I talk about our comfort zone. If you try and step right out of it as far away as possible, something will drag you straight back in and stop you from doing it. You'll avoid it, you'll get procrastination, you'll get overwhelmed, you'll instantly forget about it, like I do when it's something like, oh, they spoke about that 3 years ago and I thought about doing it then and I've still not done it because I forgot. Why do we do it? Because we're staying safe. So try and find that piece of thing that you can do that's working around the edges of your comfort zone, and it's like knicker elastic, so you can stretch it, so you can work towards where the edge of your comfort zone is and push and push and push and push, and eventually that knicker elastic comfort zone will stretch out of shape and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it never snaps because you're working at a level that is slightly awkward. It's slightly, oh, shall I do it? Yeah, I'll do it. I'm feeling brave today, I'll go and do it. Because those things then become normal. We just need to start making these things easier to do by doing a little step towards it. So speaking on stage, for example, I am a totally different kettle of fish when it comes to that. I remember 2010, I was asked to speak on stage by our company director in front of 2,500 people. I'd never spoken on stage before. I'd done acting as a kid and as a teenager, and I'd been in like Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat and all those type of things. I'd done all that. I'd even been the princess in a pantomime. So, I've done it. But that's very different than standing on stage by yourself, bearing all, teaching people something. But because I'm a people pleaser, I said yes because I didn't want to let her down, and then I didn't have a choice. So I went right in the deep end. And you know what? I've never felt so sick. I thought I was going to pass out on the stage. It was horrendous. But once I'd done it, I was like, oh my goodness me, I can do these things. Change my life. I'm not saying do something like that. I'm saying just do the next thing. So if you want to, for example, teach people stuff, if you want to run a team and teach people stuff in a team meeting and you're scared of running the team meetings, what can you do that's one step towards that thing? Think about that instead. Because this will make the growth happen. This will make you do things that you wouldn't necessarily do, and those things become easier and more normal. I mean, look at me now. 25 years ago, I couldn't walk into a supermarket. And I could have stayed that person, but I pushed myself. Social anxiety was that bad that walking into a supermarket made me physically sick. And it would make me pass out, or it would make me cry and then run away. It was that bad. But I thought, right, I'm going to see what I can do. No medical support. I, couldn't get it. It was NHS, So I sat in the car park in the car. And then the next day, I got out of the car and stood next to the car. And the next day, I stood by the door. Felt a bit sick, but I knew I wasn't going to go in. But I knew I was going to go in the next day, hence the sick feeling. The next day, I stood in the foyer. The next day, I picked up a basket and walk through the security gate things. That was it. Just walked straight back out again. Nobody knew. Nobody cared. Nobody saw me. But I thought everybody was looking at me. And now I'm here. I speak on stages in front of thousands of people. I go live. I have the confidence to know that I am the person that people need for this pretty much every day. I'm okay, and I don't have the anxiety. Sometimes I do. It's part of being human, I think. So, you can do the unsafe things, but we've got to start noticing when we're not. Just like the lady did in my group this morning. She noticed from the actions that we were doing that she was sticking to the safe things. So, I want you to notice today where you are staying safe, where you are playing small, where maybe you're avoiding things, when you're forgetting things like the thing, oh, I really want to do that, that would be amazing, and then it goes out of your head. Notice when you remember. That's a more difficult one because sometimes that can take a while because the next time it comes into your head might be the next training session, the next time they mention that thing. Make a concerted effort to do this and you'll start to notice patterns and you'll start to be able to think, well, actually, I've been avoiding that thing and I've said I'll do it and it's still on my to-do list. Why? I'm not saying just go and do it because sometimes our brains don't work like that. I mean, if you can just go and do it, do it. But sometimes it'll be like, I've got it on my list, but I've still not done it. Why am I not doing it? If it's something that you feel, actually, I don't know how, or it's too big, or it scares the living what's it out of me, what can you do instead? That little bit on its way to it. Because that is what's going to make a bigger difference than just having it on your list, or avoiding it, or madly cleaning the toilet and having a massive clear out of the cutlery drawer rather than actually doing the thing. Just see what happens and start to notice on a regular basis. And if you feel like you can do something towards it, do the thing towards it. If you don't, analyse why. And maybe tell your brain, actually, it's safe. Thank you, brain. But actually, this isn't going to kill me to do this. Some people say, look at what's the worst that can happen. So you could be that person and think, right, okay, so what is the worst that can happen? Analytically, not catastrophizing. So analytically, what really is the worst thing that can happen if I reach out to that person? Okay, so they might ignore me. Yeah, and so what? They might say no. Okay, that's fine. They don't want the thing. That's okay. They might think something of you. Well, they probably won't because, people are on in their own heads. But they might think something of you. How can I prevent somebody thinking something bad of me? Can I go in a different angle? Can I get to know them first? Can I find out what their problems are? Is there some other way of doing it? Think about it. But what I do is I think what's the best that can happen? I do think about, like all those things like how can I make this so that it's safer for me to do? But also what's the best that can happen? What are those amazing things that I could get out of actually doing this? What are the amazing things and the places and the people that I'd meet if I did this thing? What money would I earn if I got used to doing this thing and it became normal and it became fun? So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. I really hope it's helped you. It's massively helped me and it's massively helped a huge amount of my clients as this theory. Give it a go. Come back to me and let me know how you get on. And I want to know what are the things that you're doing that are safe? What are the things that you're avoiding? Drop me a message. I'll catch you later. Bye.